Good evening and aloha. This is Kūha'o makana Kawaauhau-Case, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, I want to warmly welcome Kevin Roberts, subscriber number 19 on this day, Sunday, November the 17th, 2024. Also on this, my 3-month anniversary celebration, as we celebrate not only my new subscriber that came into my YouTube family, Kevin Roberts, today is also my 3-month anniversary since the establishment and launch, and my first video on my YouTube channel back in August 17th, 2024, Saturday, August 17th, on the day of Ho'okuikahi Day. For those who do not know what Ho'okuikahi means means to unify as one. So on the day when the celebration was being held in the Great Heiau or Temple, Pu'ukohola, Hill of the Whale, it was on that day that I decided, you know what, I'm going to start my first video on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to grow it and more and more and more and more and more and more. Well, on this most blessed and the most joyous night, first of all, we have experienced and we have witnessed the 50th anniversary of the Kona Hawaii steak that was created in November of 1974. And the Kona Hawaii steak was organized when the new steak center was built. Of course, the Hilo steak was also created. So we have 2 steaks, one in Kona and one in Hilo. So, because of all this that was going on, I decided, you know what? Today is my 3-month anniversary, but it's also the day, the 50th year. Its 50th year for the Kona Hawaii steak. The Kona Hawaii steak of Zion of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And this steak made 50 years. So this is truly a blessing that I will forever remember, and I will never, ever, ever forget. In the next 50 years, we'll make 100 years. And the 100-year anniversary of the establishment and the creation and the forming of the Kona Hawaii steak will be a memorable one. Imagine 50 steaks being created, or even 100,000 steaks. I mean, there is so much more to create a steak, and it's not an easy job. And it's not just a one-person job. It also takes Heavenly Father and our Lord Jesus Christ. Their hands are in this great work, and we all have been blessed by it. What I do want to make mention of, first of all, I am humbled and I'm blessed and I'm proud to say, throughout this whole entire time I've been on my YouTube channel, from the day where it all started, August 17th this year, now I'm making a big milestone. Today is my 3-month anniversary, and let's commemorate that. Welcome, first of all, to Kevin Roberts into my YouTube family. He had turned my bell notification to all. That means this is a time and a joyous opportunity for Kevin to experience wonderful videos that I do. So I'm a very creative man, right? I love to create ceremonies. I like to do creative, like literally create everything. I'm always creative in what I do. I can also do ASMR, which I also do. I do ASMR, creative ceremonies. I love to talk story, share scriptures. I mean, there is so much more. There's so much more I can do that I know deep down in my heart. This is a blessing. And I'm going to continue on this blessing and creating this wonderful and amazing video that I'm going to be doing. The future is bright. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. The future is bright. So, welcome to my 3-month anniversary celebration on my YouTube channel. Welcome to my new subscriber, Kevin Roberts. Kevin Roberts, excuse me. Sorry. When I think of the word Robinson, I'm thinking of Smokey Robinson. Smokey Robinson, of course, y'all know, is an amazing, but a legendary star. I'm very, very, very deeply blessed. I've met him back in 2019 in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Strip, where they had their big concerts that they always do. But it was a legend to see and witness and meet Smokey Robinson that year. It was fantastic. I'll never forget that. Anyway, welcome to my new subscriber, Kevin Roberts. Wonderful person. And I'm looking forward to sharing with him more and more videos. And if anything, I would love to welcome Tyler McLean into my YouTube channel. But the future is waiting for him. There's always something new he's doing. He's making music. It's always just wonderful and exciting things that he can put together. Even I, as a musician, am a creator who loves to write my own songs. And I always do. And I'm going to put everything together as we get ready for the healing hands of Anna and Elsa. So we're going to go to Frozen. And Merida will end on Tuesday. And then we're moving forward on the 19th of this month, which is a Tuesday, the closing ceremony for the healing hands of the one and only Princess Merida. And then on Wednesday, we go to the healing hands of our dearly beloved Anna and Elsa. The Arundel sisters begins on the 20th of November. And then that will go on until Monday, the 25th of November. Because, as you all know, we're going to begin a new week. And that is the healing hands of Moana of Motunui. That will be set on Wednesday, November 27th, which is the eve of Thanksgiving. So that is something to look forward to. Thursday, of course, is Thanksgiving Day, so there's nothing going on as far as the Healing Hands of Walt Disney Princess go. We're going to see them in the Thanksgiving Day Parade. The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, which is being celebrated every year. You're going to get to see all the Disney characters participating in this big event. You do not want to miss out on it. It's going to be live, because I'm going to be watching it as well. So, I'm looking forward to it. But as far as the dates go, Friday, the 29th, there's still going to be the ceremony in the healing hands of Princess Moana of Motunui. Because like I say, I have a song that I get directly from the Disney princesses in Dream, because I'm a dreamer, and so I'm putting all these songs together so I can get it ready for the big day. And then, on the 30th of November, which is a Saturday, that's the last and final day of November. Because remember the story, right? On the rhyme that goes, 30 days have September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31. You get the idea. So, on the 30th of November, as far as that goes, I'm not sure what is going to be happening on that day, but that, of course, is going to continue. The Healing Hands of Princess Moana of Motunui will continue until a brand new month comes in for the closing on Monday, December 2nd, 2024. So once that is set and ready to go, then we have the opening, which will be on the 4th of December. So December 3rd, which is Tuesday, we're setting the stage to close the healing hands of Princess Moana of Motunui. And then on Wednesday, December 4th, we begin the next Healing Hands of Walt Disney Princesses creative ceremony. There's 2 ceremonies left on that day. So December 4th is the Healing Hands of Princess Raya. So that is coming up. Raya is a new Disney princess. And we all remember. And this is it's a movie that they made. It's on Disney. But it's going to appear on Disney, The Wonderful World of Disney. And of course, you could also watch it on Disney Plus, Netflix. So we get that there going, and then let's not forget, but we have the Healing Hands of Princess Raya, and that will go until the 10th of December. But the big day is coming, because on the 9th of December, which is a Monday, the Healing Hands of all Disney Princesses 1-year anniversary ceremony is coming up. So there's going to be announcements made on that day of the future of this project moving forward. So that's going to be something to look forward to. I would not want you to miss it. I want you all to be a part of it. This is going to be a great, great opportunity you do not want to miss. And let's be a part of it together as a family. So the 10th is the Healing Hands of Princess Raya. That will be the closing ceremony on Tuesday. And December 11th, which is a Wednesday, this is the last and final ceremony for this year and for the month of December. The Healing Hands of Asha. If you've ever seen the Disney film called Wish, this was released last year. The actress and singer goes by the name of Ariana DeBose. So that is going to be Wednesday, December 11th of this year, 2024. That would bring to a close of the Healing Hands of all Disney Princesses for the whole calendar. A creative royal calendar of healing. I don't want to say liturgical, because if we're saying liturgical, we're just talking about something religious, like the Catholic Gregorian calendar, if you will, for all liturgical celebrations, such as the Epiphany of the Lord, Ash Wednesday, Easter, Pentecost, and Corpus Christi, the most precious body and blood. Oh, and so much more, and of course, leading up to the day of Advent. And of course, Advent is coming for all Catholics. So the Advent candles will be lit. It's going to be a beautiful ceremony you do not want to miss. Well, so that date is set. And the Healing Hands of Asha will go from December 11th through to the 18th or the 17th. It's December 17th. And that marks the end of the Healing Hands of all Disney Princesses for the whole year of 2024. So let me recap to you what we've gone through and everything that had taken place this year from January 2024, from the beginning all the way through to December. January was the most important day we will never forget. But the date opened with the Healing Hands of all Disney Princesses, which began on Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024, where it all started. It opened with the Healing Hands of Princess Snow White. Lasted until the end of the last Wednesday of January. February opened with the Healing Hands of Princess Cinderella. March was the month of Aurora. April was the month of Ariel. May was the month of Belle. June was the month, as we all know, the 6th month, the month of Jasmine. July was the month of Tiana, Princess Tiana. The Bayou, the Northern Bayou. And of course, we all know she's a black Disney princess we can think of, who has her own restaurant, who loves to cook. She's known for her famous beignets. So that's Tiana's month in July. And of course, the first attempt assassination of Trump that had happened that month. And so we go to the next one. August, as we all know, was the month of the healing and helping hands of this beloved Disney princess whom we hold very dear in our hearts. And that was Hua Mulan. In September, when another assassination attempt, this is the second one that had happened on the life of Trump, but a lucky thing that person that had assassinated him, well, not yet assassinated, but made that assassination attempt, has been put in prison. So, what was the month of December? The month of December was the healing and helping hands, the healing hands of the one and only Pocahontas. That was the 9th month. Which, of course, the most important month. And then October, which was last month, marked an end of the healing and helping hands of Princess Rapunzel for this year, 2024. It's going to continue. This is like a tradition, an annual tradition in the healing hands of all Disney princesses project that I love to create. And it's going to be a tradition that's going to last throughout all generations. So in the 10th of October, the 10th month of October, was the healing hands of the one and only Princess Rapunzel. That is done. And of course, in the month of November, as we're moving forward, now comes Merida. And now we have Merida. And then, of course, we have next coming up Anna and Elsa of Arendelle and Moana of Motunui. And then December, next month, is the healing and helping hands of Princess Raya. And the last, the healing helping hands of Asha from the Disney film Wish. So, we have everything all set up for that day, plus December 9th being the date of the 1-year commemoration of the Healing Hands of all Disney Princesses anniversary ceremony. This is a project anniversary, so if you all could join me on that day, it's gonna be a very big, huge, epic day to be a part of. You do not want to miss it. So please check it out. This is something that I know you want to love and enjoy and be a part of. We have a lot to look forward to. And now, that is done. And then we're getting ready to begin next year, January 2025. We will continue with the tradition of the healing hands of all Disney princesses moving forward. So please stay tuned. Please stick around. This is my 108th video. I've talked a lot about all of this, so you all get the full information. You now know the scoops. You know the details. Now I'm going to talk about something very, very amazing. Being that it is my 3-month anniversary, I'm going to talk about something that has always touched my heart and soul. Is that I have a cousin by the name of Kawaauhau-Case Tossman. Lawai'a in Hawaiian is a very special name, and in English it means fisherman. So, my uncle, Samson, my uncle, Kahana. Uncle Kahana being Lawai'a's grandpa, Uncle Samson being Lawai'a's great-grandpa. His great-grandpa was a fisherman, and his grandpa, my Uncle Kahana, He's a fisherman, and he is teaching Levi'a, my cousin and friend, to be the next fisherman. He will also be the next captain. You know, out in the water, it is so beautiful. As beautiful and as joyous as it is. And I will tell you straight, fishing has always been a part of my uncle's life. Uncle Samson's life and Uncle Kūha'o's life. These two, but really Uncle Samson, he led a life that I hold it so dear in my heart. And yesterday has marked 10 years since his passing in 2014. Well, my Uncle Samson, he led a life full of so much love in his heart. And full of deep humility and humbleness because of all the wonderful things that he has done for me. To see my uncle, the love that he had for fishing, and everything that he continues to do today. My Uncle Kahana, that is, teaching his wonderful and one and only and amazing grandson, Levi'a, to be our next fisherman is a special skill that I know that this is something that he is going to enjoy for the rest of his life. It keeps me humble to know that my uncle and Levi'a has a great heart. There's always something to look forward to. And I want to say, on this most blessed night, being it is my 3-month anniversary since the start and establishment of my channel, I say to my dear friend and cousin, Levi'a Ha'aheo Casimiro Tossman, son of my cousin and friend, Deja Kamalani Casimiro, Levi'a's mama, and his wonderful father, Kamahoi, to Levi'a Ha'aheo Casimiro Tossman. On the night of my 3-month anniversary, I say to you, Happy Birth Eve. It is the birth eve of my cousin Levi'a, whom tomorrow being his birthday, he is going to turn 9. This is a wonderful and joyous occasion to celebrate because Levi'a Ha'aheo Casimiro Tossman was born on November 18th of 2015. What blessing to know that there's always something exciting and amazing to see what this young man today can do. He has his fishing supplies, there's other wonderful things that he can use, and he has a cowbell. The cowbell that is hung on the pole. This is what creates the atmosphere to experience real-life fishing out at sea. My uncle loves the ocean, he loves the water, and he loves the sea, and so does Levi'a. This is a family who has perpetuated this sacred tradition from the time of Uncle Samson. And really, it brought my Uncle Kahana so close to know that they have done so much throughout their life in this wonderful work that they continue to do to inspire me with the beautiful fish they catch that we could all enjoy together as a family. So I'm grateful and I'm humbled. Uncle Kahana, even my cousin Deja Kamalani Casimiro, look at this wonderful family. They love to fish. They always bring me fish when there's fish out there. Big fish is always something I love and enjoy. You know what really big fish that people catch? Oh, You can fire them up, grill them up, hibachi style. You can char it. Oh, when you hear that flame, char, broil, and grilling, you know how ono. In Hawaiian we say ono, meaning you know how delicious this fish will taste. You could make it into a flame broil or even a grilled filet fish burger. You can bake it, and what's even more awesome, you can even make it into a beautiful soup when it's cold. It's called fish soup. There's great fish out there. Moi, the king of the fish, the king of the reef fish. This is what the Ali'i, the Hawaiian higher-ranking high chiefs would eat and enjoy. Him and the warriors would eat. Those who have raised fish, they raise it for the chiefs so they can eat on it and feast on this great fish that I know is going to make them strong and give them more mana, more power. And let's not forget, there's great fish out there. Mahi, you can fillet it. It's beautifully filleted when you do it on the grill. Ahi, aku, ono, manchong, varieties of fish is out there. Oh, and ataru. That is really, really beautiful. This is the best fish you can find. But the fish I still not yet tried, but my cousin Lovell going to catch one for me. It's called papio. Papio fish is special, because you could also fillet it too. If you ever had something called filet mignon, well, filet papio, you're gonna love. You're talking about fish that is super healthy, super fresh, freshly caught from the ocean. The ocean was its icebox, because we never had refrigerators in those days like what we have today if you want to keep everything fresh. It's way better than store-bought because it has its expiration date, the store-bought ones, but when you get it from the ocean, oh my gosh, you never even have to worry. It could last you for many years. But really, this is why my Uncle Kahana is perpetuating this sacred tradition that is being handed down, passed down to his grandson. And I'm very, very, very deeply blessed. Just the wonderful and incredible hard work that they put to make them happen. So, thanks to my Uncle Samson, thanks to my Uncle Ka'ana, now going down to Lawai'a. Even Kamohoi is also a fisherman as well. There's always something to learn from. People that go out to fish, people that do great things for the sea, for the land, for the mountains, for the ocean, for the waters. The waters unite us. It revives us. It heals us. It refreshes us. It keeps us moving. Gives us all the energy that we need to move forward and to lead and live a very healthy and productive life. So, thank you, all those who have perpetuated this great work of fishing. This is a blessing for me, and I'll never forget that. Now, one more thing I want to talk about is the making of pahu drums. Now, pahu drums are very special. Is this a hula pahu, a pahu kilo, a pahu puneu, pahu lapaiki, or the pahu heiau? Specifically and originally, I am talking about an instrument that was generally kept only in a temple. It's not an instrument used to dance for hula. This is strictly an instrument that is used for protocol and how ceremonies are to be properly conducted by the high chief of the highest order. the ali'i nui, as Hawaiian people will call it. But the pahuheiao are known to be very, very big and very tall. It can range from anywhere between, 24.5 inches or even more, 26 or even 26.5, 26.5 inches wide. To 28 inches, to 30 inches, to 32 inches, 34 inches, 36 inches, and I think it could even go up to 38 inches. That's a pretty big drum. A very, very big drum. And that height of the drum can go anywhere between 3 feet high to about, I want to say, 6.5 feet. And no one has ever seen a pahu that could go that high before. But it is huge. And the depth, the bowl, the heke, the bowl, it can be pretty big too. You get more reverberation, and you get more resonance, and you get more and more and more and more sounds out of that drum. Really, the first thing you would have to do to make it, before you make it, you have to follow proper protocols, kapus, or things that you have to do, special procedures, how properly you would have to conduct ceremonies. But really, you're going to the spot where the tree is. And in the ancient Hawaiian sense, the kahuna nui would always follow protocol in building and constructing a pahu. A protocol would be used in the process of selecting and cutting the tree. So whatever Keakua and our Omakua, or the guardian ancestors, would lead the kahuna to which coconut tree would have to go to build a pahuheiao, it would be that tree that Keakua, God, or Heavenly Father would lead them to. There is a lot that we could do, but the tree would be cut through diameter, size, and diameter, how wide and how high, height, width, and diameter size would have to be cut. So let's say it's 38 inches wide and 6.5 feet high. I would love to build a pahuheiao that big. I don't think it'll fit in my house though, unless it's pretty big. If there's a door that is bigger than 38 inches, that could fit no problem. And a height that is 6.5 feet high, I mean, I'd love to carry it, but if I were to wear it with a shoulder strap or on the drum, would it touch my chin? Okay, so that is something to look at. It's something to look forward to, but something I need to perhaps look into. Maybe you could cut the height of the tree to be even shorter, or maybe 5.5 feet or 4.5 feet even. 4.5 to 5 feet high is pretty good. I think you have room to carry it. That it doesn't touch your chin. The drum skin, or the drum and the drum skin and the drum body itself doesn't touch your chin. So that's pretty good. Well, that's something to think about. But pahuheiaos are very stationary. There are even pahuheiaos that are like lighter, very light. But the one on the left and then the one on the right, they're huge drums, but two of the pahuheiaos are heavy, but the one at the center is very light. You can easily carry it. Light as a feather, actually. So that, for me, is pretty easy. Because you get more resonance and you get more sound. But you would have to select and cut the tree. But of course, before you do that, you have to pray. That's what's important. And get guidance. Follow proper protocols before you do anything else. And you cut after the tree is cut. Then you just let the tree dry. Give it 8 months or even 12 months or more. Maybe about a year and a half or so, or 2, however much for it to become dry. It'll be pretty light by the time that goes, right? So after it's dried for a long time, then you begin with the process of pule or prayer. The conch shell will blow, you begin your chant, and then you can start working on the Kūha'o, the temple drums. What you want to do is you want to dig in. You're going to dig with your tools that you need and get the puka or the hole ready. While you're digging in, you can tell how pretty deep it can go. But you want to make the wood wall of the drum, it has to become thinner, very thin. Make it thin so that it allows the sound to freely travel throughout the wood, not only throughout the wood, but throughout the whole body of the drum. And what that does is it produces a long sustain. There's modern machinery, but we're going to do it a combination, if you will. But I would utilize hand tools, hand carving tools, things that you use, but you're doing it all by hand without any machine. You would use carving tools. You could use mallet and traditional handmade hammer, gouging or curved chisel. You're going to use chisels. All you do is chisel off or cut off the bottom, chisel off the bottom, and the volume that can be cut. If you want a louder sound, we're getting in more deep, and we're going to go more deep, but we're going to get the long and loud booming sustain, because this drum is a bass drum, and it's very deep. The resonance is so boomy and so loud, it shakes the earth. The whole ground shakes. Make the wood wall thin, going all the way down to the bottom, cutting off the the bottom with the chisel. Chisel off the bottom, but make the bottom not flat, but make the bottom more round from bottom to top, all the way up. And you do that, turn the trunk upside down, and then do the same thing. So really, there's a lot that you want to do when you're building a drum like that. Then, once you get everything all situated, you take your sandpaper, whatever you got, your sandpaper, and what you do is sand it. You want to make the edges more, well, it's pretty rough. You can actually smooth it out. So you can sand it, and then you can do the carving on the inside. On the Kūha'o, you have a lot of room. So this is 38.5 inches wide, 6.5 feet high. And this is a really, really big drum. The tone is super deep. And while you work on the inside, you can do your genealogy. You could even do you could carve out with your carving tools. When you're building a drum, you can make a design of a weapon. You can make a design of the weapons used by the warriors of old Hawaii. You could make a feather cape, design a cape. You can design even a cloak, a helmet, and the kahili. Before we even had Hawaiian flags, we always had kahili. This is a standard bearer. The Ali'i Nui is a standard bearer. Okay. And it's got a pahukapu. It's a staff with a white ball on the top. So that you could design that as well. You really have the drums of the Ali'i, that of the gods. The drums of the gods are more powerful. That's why it's 38.5 inches wide. Or even 38.25 inches wide in diameter, even. 6.5 to 7 feet high. Then you're gonna get a more deeper sound. Keep pounding, keep hammering, keep chiseling while you do all of that. But you have to remember that building a pahuheiao of that size takes time. It takes patience. You may not get it done in a week. It may even take maybe a year or 2 years or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, however long it takes, because there is a lot of details that you would be working on and putting a big, huge drum together. This is a lot that had to be done, but I can tell you straight, it is hard work. Like what Kamala Harris would say, right? I mean, hard work is good work, but you know what? I love hard work, but it gives me energy. It keeps me flowing, and will continue to do what I do. But that's really what it is. After you're done with what you're doing, you know what's the next part, right? The next part is you gotta get your cordage, and you know what you're gonna need. Originally, the pahuheiao always is used with the mano, and it's the great white tiger shark, the underbelly of the tiger shark, the great white tiger shark. If it is your aumakua, your ancestor, you wouldn't want to use your ancestor or shark as your ancestor to be put upon a drum like that. But if it comes in a way that is pono, if it's good, okay, use it. But no, we used to use ray skin, manta ray skin, but of course, overfishing, and you cannot fish for manta rays anymore now. And it's illegal to even kill a manta ray. So the best thing that you could use, but with this type of drum skin, you get a very deep sound out of. And the skin that we use today is PP. Yeah, this is cow rawhide. So primarily, you could use that. If you want a more tighter tension with the cordage, we're going to be using what's called nylon. But in the old days, it's the Olana cordage. It's hard to find that kind of cordage, but it's a lot of work. But the Olana cordage is very strong cordage. There may be still one that still yet exists, but how many foot of cordage would it need for a huge pahuheiao like this? I don't know how much, but it's a lot. But nylon works best because nylon is also very strong. But the drum skin is the pee skin, the cow skin. But you could also, if you like a more higher tone, aside from shark skin, ray skin, and cow skin, you could even use the skin of a pig. Pig skin is pretty good. I don't think I've ever seen a drum that uses pig skin. But you get like a medium kind of a tone. But another drum skin that you could use if you want a really high tone, you can use goat skin. So there's many ways you can put a drum skin on. Each of the skin, whether it be very thin or thick, smooth or rough, is depending on what kind of tone or what kind of sound you can get out of those drums. But it's really, really, really incredible what you can do with things like this. This is very, very special. So I do want to say there is a lot to learn when it comes to building drums. But like I said, it takes time, it takes patience, It is not going to be an easy work. But for me, if I could start on something smaller before working on a really big drum, at least I can get my practice in and see how it goes from there. And, well, moving forward, I think we can really make a beautiful drum. I would love to make one for a couple of my friends, but whoever will be worthy for a power drum, anywhere between maybe 15 or 16 inches. 16 inches is a pretty good size, actually. Pretty medium, but almost like big, but in like a medium big size, if you will. And you can still carry it. You can still fit it in your car or in your truck. But you could take it anywhere you want to go. And it's easy to put away, too. So, no big deal. So you could get that. But really, there's a lot what you can do with those drums. And there's so much power that you can create. Because when you strike the drum, it slowly bounces and it goes up and it goes down really slow. Hence, this is why they call it a long sustain and a long reverberation. You want it to really echo, not only from within the wood, but you want it to echo all the way out. So really, there is so much you can do building these drums, but it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort. But I promise you, we're going to work together, we're going to build this drum, and we're going to unite, and we're going to bring people together and do something beautiful. Drums is what holds us all together. Is what heals us, is what touches all of our hearts. We are all blessed because of it, and all the amount of work that we do to build and create an instrument that's going to inspire and touch the hearts of the next generation. That is what's going to keep everything flowing together. Everything flowing together. So, that's what I wanted to share with you. I've said a lot tonight, but I just wanted to let you all know that I hope you enjoy this. I'm glad I could, in most ways, if you will, or in all ways, really. God has sent me here, and so is Jesus. He sent me here to become an inspiration to all of you. I want to help you get through all the tough days and challenges ahead. But we're going to move forward on this. God loves us, and He'll help us get through. We're going to get this done. I know the Lord will always help us in this great, great work that we have been called to fulfill. And may my Heavenly Father and our Lord bless you. Jesus Christ, our King, bless you. Keep you safe in all you do as you journey on your way, whatever comes your path. You have dignity. You have the power to inspire and bless and touch the hearts of your families whom you hold dear and support. But with that said, you guys, and to all of you here, welcome to my new subscriber, Kevin Roberts, subscriber number 19, and all those who are here. We all are united, we all are blessed, and we're doing great work moving forward. So, thank you all so very much for being here on my 3-month anniversary of the establishment and the launch of my channel from August 17th, 2024 this year to now, November 17th, 2024. This is a 3 month history that I'm making. And there will be more to come. I promise you, there will be more to come. With that said, I hope you all are having a wonderful Sunday. And that about ends it. So, with that said, thank you all so very much for your time, your patience. You all are wonderful, you all are incredible and amazing. So, that's about all. I hope you all have a wonderful night. I'll talk to you folks tomorrow, if anything. Have a blessed and a wonderful and incredible night. Get all the rest you need. Have a big day tomorrow. Lots to do and lots to prepare for. All right. God bless you all. And have a great day. And a great evening. Wherever you may be in the UK or other places, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, whatever you all do, stay blessed and take care. If you really love and enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. And I look forward to sharing with you more videos. So stay up to date, stay tuned, keep on the lookout for more videos to come. Remember to like and subscribe. Be sure to click the bell notification to all so that way you'll all be notified of other new videos that will be coming in the future, throughout this week and moving forward. And if anything, thank you all for checking out all my videos on this YouTube channel. Talk to you all soon and see you again next time. Mahalo o nui loa. Thank you all very much for joining me. Malama pono. Please take care. Ahui ho. Until we meet again. Malama kukiro. Take care of all your buddies. They're very important. And they're a part of you always. Ahui ho, everyone. Until we meet again. And aloha. This is Kūha'o Makana Kawaauhau-Case signing out. Good night, everyone. Aloha.